brand new additions to the truck. And we're going to be putting these on. I ordered these off of Amazon. Fairly simple. You pop that bad boy on there. And then you put these lug screws on. I got the screw on, not the push on, so that way they don't come off easily. It does come with a little tool that you can use. This thing right here. So I'm going to put them on just like you would put a tire on opposites. And then I'm going to tighten them all down. Oh, make sure your plastic doesn't fly away. You don't want to litter. So this is what we're doing. I bought this set on Amazon. I think it comes with everything for like 115 bucks. It's a cheap upgrade to make your rig look a little bit better. And then after this, I'll be replacing, so in our bunk, the level 4 doesn't work on our air. It'll do 1, 2, and 3, but it won't do 4. So I don't know if it's that little blender actuator or not, but I ordered one on Amazon for like less than $30. And so I'm going to replace that after I finish this. These are screw-on, so they're pretty easy. I put them on my front tires already. I just wanted to see how they looked before I ordered these, so let me show you guys. Somebody asked for some tire shine, so I made sure I shined the tire a little bit. So I painted these rims black. Put that on. Looks pretty cool. I think so, at least. Where are you guys from? Let me know. Make sure you comment. And let's work on getting this done here. I'm a ma'am, I'm not a sir. I can see your comment a little bit there. Thank you so much, El Serio. So the reason why I did this is because these outer rims here, we actually have chrome rims on the inside, but when we had our tires all rotated, these rims ended up being those crappy white looking ones, and it's going to be a while before we rotate the tires again, from the inner rims to the outer rims. So I just wanted something to make sure my truck looks pretty cool. We do have our YouTube logo going down the road, and I don't want to have people subscribing and have my truck look like a mess, so. Again, these are screw-on. I didn't get the push-ons because I don't want these things flying off the truck, because I did pay $115 for this set. So it's better safe than sorry. And this shouldn't take me more than like, I'm gonna say 30 minutes or so. We got one down here. Come on. So it came with this little tool here to make it easier to tighten them in there. So I'm just gonna go crossways just to make sure that they're all tight, and then I'll use my hand afterwards. Do all these other ones. So this is a easy way, pretty cheap if you ask me, to upgrade the look of your truck. I spent like $40 on 6 cans of paint. I used the matte black, and then 115 on these hub covers. You know, you get those metal ones that ding easily, and so, and then when the shop guys take them off, they don't make sure they put all your stuff back. So obviously, if you put something like this on your truck, you're going to want to take it off before you let them do any wheel maintenance, just to make sure your stuff doesn't go missing. Alright, so all these are tight on here. Looking good. Let's look. There's no wheel shine. Don't get mad at me. There's no wheel shine. But it looks better than that. So we're going to work on this one next here. Came in, I already cleaned the wheel, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on here. Easy, everything's together. It's lightweight, it's like plastic, or I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of like a plastic material. But it's a harder plastic, so I'm just going to go ahead and open these and put them down here. Everything's like packaged pretty well, so these are still covered in plastic. I got to open each one of those and make sure y'all can see. Put this over here. So now again, I'm gonna do the same thing. Open each one. I can really take this glove off. I don't need that. I had it on so I could clean my wheels. I did buy, so I bought this set different than my front rims. Just because I wanted to see what the front looked like before I bought all the extra other parts. So the front ones, I think I paid like $39 for. So if you want, you could probably buy like a whole set of 6 if you think it would look good on your truck. And actually, I do have a second truck that's not running right now, so I think I'll probably be doing the same thing to that truck. It's a red one. It's actually my truck that I usually drive, but once I get up and running, I'm going to hire a driver for it. So I didn't bring my handy chair today, so I'm kind of like just standing here. But it's okay to exercise a little bit, so. One there and one there. So what I had on here before was just the metal caps and those semi-pointy metal lug covers. And actually I had painted all that black too because I just wasn't sure if I was going to do this yet or not. And it ended up that I didn't push some of my caps on all the way, and they flew off. So again, that's why I say, like, this just makes more sense because they screw on. And if they fly off, it's going to be 100% your fault because you didn't tighten it enough. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to build a community. And with subscription and watch hours, you know, that's really going to allow me to do what I want to do, and that's provide people jobs. It'll help me in my business tremendously. My goal is to be a philanthropist in the future. I'm one of those people that like to help other folks, so, you know, if I could give somebody the shirt off my back, that's the way it is. My husband's the same exact way. That's why we're a match made in heaven. All right, let's check them all, make sure they're all tight. Make sure you don't miss it. And I don't think you can really over tighten these, honestly, because the groove that's in the cap hub cover only allows it to go so far. So here we go. That's the second one. Let me put my stuff in this box here. This is what I was cleaning it with. It's just a glass cleaner. And so, yeah, my tires aren't clean right now, but let's throw a little bit of this on here. Because who doesn't like shiny tires? And we'll let that sit. Gonna move on to the other side. All right. Cha-ching! So let's look at this whole side over here. Hello, by the way, hello. Hi, Richard. Hi, Alex. Thank you guys for watching. So I've got all this side done here now. Those were done this prior weekend. My truck needs another wash. I just washed it, believe it or not. So we got this side. Dirty truck. And then this one has already been done. So we rolled on these rims already, or the rim covers. Nothing fell off. Everything stayed tight. I checked all the lug covers just to make sure they didn't loosen up, and they're all pretty tight. So now we're gonna go to the other side, and then after that you guys can watch me change this blender for my Bunk AC in the back. And it's just a guess. It's not 100% that I know that's probably what it is, but on my research, those are things that came up. So and if I am a Amazon affiliate, so if y'all look at my video descriptions, any items that I have linked in my video descriptions, I do get a commission on. So if there's anything that interests you, and actually I mainly put things that I think are going to be useful for truckers. And the first thing that I would say would be useful for you guys would be that end cell machine that I have in there. Hey babe! Hi there from Quebec. That's awesome. Hi Lise. Thank you so much for joining us. So, if you are a trucker and you do not have your own, let's just say, portable computer to help diagnose problems on your truck, and they're so easy to use, you're really kicking your own self in the ass, because it is something that you're gonna need at some point in time. I'm gonna tell you what, it has saved me thousands. I paid $500 for it, and it has saved me thousands of dollars. I kid you not, thousands of dollars. You know, you get that check engine light or that emissions light that gives you a D rate or a stop engine. That machine turns it off. That alone will cost you $500 to $1,000 just to have a truck come out to you to do just that. So, and by all means, I am not a salesman at all, but I'm telling you what, if you haven't purchased one of those things yet, you're really doing yourself no favors being in this industry. All right, so we're about to do this one here. I'm going to start at the bottom because it's a little bit easier. I'm hand tightening it on, and then I use that little tool to go back around and tighten it more. So when I initially did these tires, we have a buddy here in our yard. He parks a couple spots away from us, and he was like super stoked that we were doing a little, because he's always out here doing cool stuff to his truck, and he was so stoked that we were actually doing something to the rims of the truck. And he's like, hey man, he's like, you guys should go ahead and put some chrome on the rim with the black rim like that. He said, y'all should put some chrome on. He's like, it's gonna look so awesome. And we were like, okay. So we did that with the front wheels first. And I don't think he's seen the front wheels yet, but he just saw the black rim, you know, because I was out here the other day doing this by myself, and he saw the black rim, and he's like, oh, he's like you did a phenomenal job on those rims. And so I'm pretty sure he's going to be super stoked when he sees all this. I'm going to call him Mr. Snow Cone because he loves snow cones. He said him and his wife get a snow cone all the time. Let me see who we got here. I don't know what brazos means, but I know what you like something. All right, so we got these on. Let's go ahead and go around and check them and tighten them all the way. Make sure that's there. One more spin around just to make sure I got them. They're all tight. This tool's pretty cool. I have one that came with my front rims, so. But even if it doesn't, because I've read that some of these kits don't come with this tool, it's really actually pretty easy to hand tighten. Okay. So let's wipe her down there. Got some fingerprints. Let's go ahead and throw a little wheel shine. For those of you that get annoyed by the dull tire. Go ahead, got a little bit there. Wipe it off. All right. And now for the last one. The last one. Bam. What you think about that? Little glass water repellent cleaner. Should have put my glove on for this, but it is what it is. All right. So here is the last. Hey, don't get lost in there, yo. I need you. Here is the last cover. And then once I'm done, we'll go ahead and do a walk around and see what it looks like. Bam, perfect. Again, guys, we don't want to litter, so let's make sure we keep our plastic together so that way it doesn't fly away. This really takes no time at all. We're almost done with this side here. Let me know where you guys are from. Hi there, Frisco Hub. You're from San Francisco, California. Thanks for joining, guy. Appreciate you. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe. We are owner-operators. We own 2 trucks. We're only running 1 right now. My husband and I run as a team. My other truck is sitting just because the freight is so horrible. But once I get it up and running, I'm going to be hiring a driver for it. Oh, my bad. California in the house. All right, let's tighten these ones. We're going to do one more round here, just to make sure they're all tight. I think they're all pretty tight in there. Yep. Let's give her a little spritzer. All right, and let's have a final walk around. So here we go. This is what we look like now. And then it matches the front. So the front is almost the same thing. This one's dirty, I haven't cleaned it yet. So this is all one piece, and then each lug nut cover. Oh, that was a loose one. Each lug nut cover you tighten on the lug, and then it holds the thing in there. Let me get that tool to finish that. Okay, first, whoa, what the hell is that? What the hell? That scared the crap out of me. I don't know what that sound was, but it vibrated this ground I'm standing on. That's scary. All right, so let me get this cleaned off a little bit here. Probably should spray it down, but let me use this tool just to make sure all these are tight. All right, so let's do the walk around. I think it looks pretty clean. Look at that. Pretty awesome looking. I told you that happened to me and another driver another day. Yeah, it was just like something like, I don't know, it was really weird though. I mean, it vibrated where I was just standing at. Pretty crazy. All right. So, I'm gonna put this box in my car. Let me get my phone. So these are what was on there before, these cheap metal things. They probably charge you like 20 bucks a piece. When you could get those cool things that I just got, I'm gonna put this tool under the bed. That way we could check, intermittently to make sure these things are all tight on here. Let me just double check this side here. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Earthquake? I don't know. So I'm gonna put this in the bag underneath the bed, our tool bag. And now it's time to go inside the truck. And I will show you guys exactly what I'm replacing. But I'm gonna turn the truck on because it's hot. Here's the box. All right. Okay. First things first, air. It's hot in here. So, let's see if I can get the best view. Hey. Oh, you must have seen my baby. All right, here we go. Let me turn this light on. I tried to use this earlier, but it's missing a screw, so my tripod is busted. All right. Let me get these blankets out of the way and my dog bed out of the way. Stack these bad boys up here. Yeah. My dog bed over here. All right. You know it's a woman's truck when you see 50,000 pillows. Or let's just say a woman's in the truck, because that's my husband's truck too, so. All right, guys, so let me show you this. And you probably can't hear it, but it's on 3 right now, so I want you to hear the sound. Okay, now listen when I put it on 4. So that's as high as it goes, is 3. And this just started happening like recently. It wasn't that long ago that it started doing that. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. So here we go. This is the possibility right here. Can you see that? This little culprit right here. So this is what we're going to take out, and it looks like I need a Phillips screwdriver, but this one's back over here, so I'm going to have a Phillips with a small, probably like a wrench with a Phillips attachment, and it seems like there's just 2 of them. So I'm sweating to death right now. Let me show you. I ordered the piece. This is what it looks like. Woo. And so we're gonna see. Let me see if that matches there. All right, so let's see if I can locate something to take that out with. My glasses are dirty. One thing I can't stand is dirty glasses. All right. I'm gonna have to take a trip to the car real quick to clean my glasses. And then trip to the side of the truck to find some screwdriver to take this off. Just a quick second in here while I do this. All right, that one's clean. That one's clean. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this car running because it's too hot outside right now. First things first, I remembered I left this little guy in here. I need my gloves out of here. These are my work gloves. that in the car or the truck. Clean up all this plastic real quick. Grab these, that can go, this can stay. All right. Sweating, all over my face. Truck sounds like a monster. Looks like a monster now. All right, so here we go. Let me grab this, okay? And then I'm gonna grab this because my little short arms aren't gonna reach from under the bunk all the way over here, so. This should be all that we need. Because I put that attachment back, if you guys remember from the other day. Alright, I'm going to climb in the truck now. Alright. Okay. Now we are back in the truck. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. So now, let's see how we can do this. First things first. This is the attachment I need. And then, possibly one of these guys here would be what I need for that repair. So I'm going to test these out. Let's test this one first. Actually, I need to get up there with the light and see. It may be a star tip. Knowing these guys. Yeah, it's a star tip. Alright. Again, these are magnetic rechargeable lights. Probably like the top 10 items that I've purchased for my truck. They're rechargeable, they magnetize, they have 3 different settings. You can use them for safety, you can use them for a lot. And a lot of times I use them in the trailers because the trailers don't have lights on the inside. Alright, I found my piece. My extension there. Now let me turn this off. So this is what we're working on. If y'all can see this, I got a screw here, and then this is a a clip-in, let me use both hands for this. Pops out just like that. Thank you so much, Kevin, for correcting me. I appreciate that. So, I was just told that it is a Phillips driver, but I don't ever keep all these tool names in my head, so I'm going to guarantee you that I'll probably forget that. But I appreciate it. So, I hope this is not too big. It's probably too big to fit underneath that other side there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it might be too big. I might have to use it without this because it's a little bit too tall for that corner one over there. Go figure, you know. Let me see if I can set you guys up somewhere else to... I don't know, maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't. Okay, hey. All right. I am sweating like crazy. Because it's so hot back here. So the other day, I went ahead and replaced this filter here. Oh, no, it fit. Okay, perfect. Look at that. I got lucky today. All right, baby. All right, baby. Come on. Thank you so much, Kevin. It works. You're right about that. What I don't understand is why do we have to have so many different head types on screws and stuff and bolts and things of that nature? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, make it universal. I guess everybody has to make money, don't they? Okay, let me take this off here. See if I can finish unscrewing it with my hand. Alright, that's working, that's working. I'm sweating like a dog. Okay, so my back here, my back air, my bunk air, when I put it on level 4, it doesn't blow, but 1, 2, and 3 work. Oh, there's another, there's 3 in there. Wow, you guys are jerk-offs. It only looked like there was 2 in there. And that one is too tight for this, so that's nice. That's always nice, isn't it? Good thing it's not screwed in there tight enough. So I can actually use this with my hands. All right, that's done. And that fell, you stupid bastard. All right, here we go. So let's just hope this solves my problem. because I'm sweating like a ball sack on a hot summer day right now. Hi there, MD Rajak. Where are you from, guy? If you guys haven't liked, shared, subscribed, all those good, wonderful things, please do. All right. Bam, it's out. Now. This is the piece I just took out. This is the piece I'm putting in. New piece. Holy Moses, it's so hot in here. Oh, God, and my eyeball is getting sweat in it. Woo-wee. Okay, come on, guy. Okay, so I'm gonna plug this in. Still doesn't work on 4. So this was not the problem. So hold on, I gotta read that comment. I can't see it from right here. That motor scooter just fucking fell down there. Ugh. I see you, little bitch. Yeah. All right. So let me read some of these comments here because that was not the problem. Let me get up here on this bed. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Because you're okay. You live back country Bangladesh. Hi from Bangladesh. Looks like that white round nylon tube must slide over something and turn remotely. Maybe turns a valve or a shutter. Is the part a type of a solenoid? Yes. This is, let me tell you what it's called. That's why it's so fucking hot in here, is because the damn front AC is not on. So it is supposed to be like the shutter door, it's called a blender door. Oh my gosh, look at this hair. So it's a blender door. A relay or fuse relay, but I'm wondering if it's mechanical or rotating part. Yeah, so I don't know, because like, let me show you again. So it'll work. This will work on 0, 1, 2, and 3, but once I turn it to 4, it turns off. And that's actually just started happening. Yeah, it's actually just started happening. So obviously the air doesn't blow hard back here when it's not on 4. So I'm not sure. Yeah, now I'm not sure what it is. I've already checked all the fuses. And I didn't see any fuses that were out as far as that's concerned. So now it's just kind of like a guessing game. I guess you can say a guessing game. I guess I can go back and look at the fuses underneath the bunk. Matter of fact, let me see if I can reach it from inside here since it's so hot outside. I'm guessing it could be also in here, which is, I believe, the blower motor. Maybe if I open that up and check to see if it's dirty inside. Okay, so where would you think that the resistor board is located? So this is the blender door right here, I believe, and then I believe the blower motor is going to be inside here. It says rear HVAC large out NGP. My fuse panel is right here. That's my fuse panel for it all. But I went through this fuse panel the other day and I double checked all of the fuses for it, and those two wires off the blower motor. So this one, ouch, that's hot. This one here, so this would be probably fan speeds 1, 2, 3, and 4, maybe. Yeah, it works on speeds 1, 2, and 3. So maybe I should pull that out, pull this out right here. I'm gonna turn it off and pull this piece out, and just check the wires, maybe. But this is, yeah, these wires are really hot, especially this fourth one. All right, so let's just test this out. I'm gonna turn it off back here because I don't want to get. Let's see here. Let's check this bad boy out here and see. Maybe it's like just really dirty. Because this filter back here was actually pretty dirty before I changed it. Yeah, that's your. All right, sister, and good night. Good night, Rajak. Hi, Larry. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate that. So let's pull this out and take a peep at it with your guys' good old suggestions here. Still a little tight for fingers. Let's see what happens. Let me look down in this bad boy here. Don't look too bad. So is this possibly what it is? Could be a problem in the fourth wire or circuit, or could check for continuity, but that would require a multimeter. The board is bad unless you have an open wire. I don't see an open wire, but I don't know how to even figure out if this is bad or not. Whoa. I have a multimeter, but honestly, I don't know where it's at. So I would guess that this end just pulls off these because there's looks like there's 5 prongs in there. This is very interesting. No, pull the red clip out and the harness. Oh, I gotcha. This right here. Pop. I can. Oh, so this is the whole piece. Like this. I don't know if I just clipped it in or not. Push it in. I would guess that's locked. Pull it out. Thank you so much, Kevin. Oh, I have to pull the red clip all the way out? Ugh. So that means I would need to put something underneath here to pop it out. Let's see here. I don't want to break it. Sorry. This is me being a mongoloid, so let me show you something here. So right here, once you do that clip out like that, there's a button you push right here. There's a button. So I guess pushing the button is what. So then this could be my problem why it doesn't work on speed 4 then, right? That part is likely the issue. Okay, so let me see if I can find this on Amazonia. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it looks like I have some parts I can test from Amazon. Not test, but see if I can get. Come on, dang it. Here, let me put you guys back in the tripod. Ugh. Alright. Tripod we go. Alrighty, so this is most likely my issue. It kind of looks like this half, these little prongs are here, like these half of the prongs are. It's called a fan speed control. Thank you so much. Thank you. See you later, MD Rajak. There, carry on. I have to go, but Davidson's got you on the right track. Thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate your help here. It's just been boggling our minds on why it would just stop. But I'm finding blower motor resistors, but they're for regular cars. This one may look similar. Let's check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I mean, this one looks exactly, does it matter? It's PACCAR. The top of the blower motor there says PACCAR. Oh, wow, that's impressive, Kevin. That's pretty awesome. My best friend's daughter actually works on airplanes and helicopters. Thank you so much, Kevin. Looks like I am pretty close here. So, if we can see here, let me get my light. Let's look at this right here. I don't know if you can see, there's like a part number on there. Yeah, it's a semi-truck. This is my work truck. So this says, okay, so E9773. I'm going to see if I can put in this part number here. E9773 resistor. Oh, that came up straight up. PACCAR OEM T680. I could buy it on eBay for sure. I just usually use Amazon because I can get the stuff faster, but yeah, as soon as I put in this E9773, Google popped it up like the first line had blower motor resistors. Alright, let's see here. Actually, just pulling the part number up on Amazon pulls it right up. 1, 2, 3, that looks right. Can I see the front part though? Oh, I see it. 124E. Sweet. So I'm going to put this back in because I need my bunk air. And then I'm going to cross-reference when I get home. Let me take a picture of it. Actually, I don't want a video. I want a picture, girl. Alright. Actually, let me clean this dang camera so I can make sure I can see properly. Alrighty, here we go. Get it all in there. Let me take a picture of the back side. So I guess this 1214, where it says 1214E, may be significant too. Yes, I will definitely make sure it's the same. I try. You know, the thing is like, if we take our truck to the shop to have anybody do this, they're charging us $250 an hour. And that's if they can find the problem. So I guarantee you, like, if I would have took this to the shop, they would have replaced the blender door and then be like, okay, it works. And then I would have had to take my truck back I let them know, hey, no, it don't work. And then they would have charged me whatever. You know, I literally, let me tell you a story. Yeah, that's a possibility. So like we took our truck to Peterbilt because there was a recall on our ECM and there was supposed to be a free update. So they did their free update on our truck. And then not even a week later, we started having, like, literally our miles per gallon went to like 294 miles per gallon, which if we were getting that would have been great, but we weren't. And then our adaptive cruise kind of like stopped working, and that was after they did their free update. So then we take it back to have them correct the mistake. And then what they do is they take it upon themselves, because we had our speed limit, our cruise control removed, the speed limit on it, so we could set it at any speed we wanted. And as a matter of fact, that's how the truck came, but they reset our speed limiter to 75 miles per hour. So if I use my cruise, I can't cruise more than 75 miles per hour. They did that because they said that's their policy, but I'm like, but I didn't buy the truck from you. And the only reason why I'm bringing this here is because you guys had a recall on the ECM and that it required a free update, and now you're taking stuff, you know, changing stuff on my truck that you had nothing to do with to begin with. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Trucks are pretty close to the same. Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate your information. I really do. If you actually helped me out so much, I mean, I don't know how I could even thank you, because you really did just point me in the right direction of possibly what might, I mean, actually, I'm probably guaranteed that's what the problem is now. So, let me put this camera back here. I mean, it's just so insane what some of these companies do. Put this back in here the right way, make sure I'm not messing anything up. I'm gonna put these screws back on. I'm gonna find my part, order it, and then literally it'll be a 5-minute change. I think the hardest part is getting these screws off. That's it. But when I was just looking, like, the parts only anywhere from, I saw like $13 to like $30. So, and then it's a little bit of my time versus $250 of somebody else's time. The thing is if they don't charge you in 15-minute increments, they charge you the full, you know, $250. Even if it took them 15 minutes, which I think is BS. They used to have increment charging, but they don't do that anymore. Yeah, I noticed that. And you know, the funny thing is like when I call Peterbilt to try to cross-reference a part, like I'll already have the part number, but a lot of times they won't even verify that my part number is correct, because they're like, oh, well, you know, if you're not going to get it from us, why are we going to help you try to get the part from somewhere else? It's it's insane. And why they're able to do that is beyond me. Whew. So, we are actually done with everything that needed to be done so far. I didn't fix my AC problem, but you wonderful folks helped me find out what my problem is. Let me put these tools back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this underneath the bed from inside here, because it's hotter than a motherfucker out there. little phalanges clean. Truck is running, sounds good. Looks nice on the outside. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. If you haven't seen yet, I installed some I really appreciate you guys. I really do. That's so awesome that you guys help me out so much. I really appreciate it. And if y'all want, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You know, we share our journey. We haul military freight. And actually, my husband and I will be doing a Q&A soon, just to give y'all a little background on us. Before we got involved in trucking, we both have a security background, and we worked as overseas contractors for 10 years. So we've always supported the military. We have military parents, and yeah. And it's awesome to have a YouTube community that helps us out, because I can't tell you how grateful I am. You guys really helped me out today, for sure. What's up, buddy? I see you rolling through the lot. Pushing up some dust so my truck gets more dirty. All right, so I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna lock my doors as I get out. Make sure everything's locked up. Show you guys my cool rims. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Can't thank you enough. And to know your RV guy, if I get one in the future, I may have to hit you up. All right. So let's go ahead and take a peek before I close my doors and lock them. I put my key here. I gotta drop this. No, that can stay there. I'll put it up later. Lock it up. All right. So let's take a peep. I painted my rims black, and I put some hub covers on. You guys can see that. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. Hi, Mom. But we put some on the back too. Now the truck looks pretty mean. It's kind of dirty right now, but she's a money maker. The only thing that makes money right now. And so yeah. Let me just check my other doors to make sure it's all locked. Throw this away in there. The funny thing is I drive an EV. I use it a lot for Amazon Flex, so that's what I do in my spare time. All doors are locked. I could do a part return on this since this was not my issue. It is called a resistor. Ugh. All right. We're in the car. What are you doing, Mom? Shouldn't you be asleep? What time is it in Jordan? Hi there, DJM. You like trucks dirty? All right, my hands are clean. Thank you so much, Noda. No Tad. Well, I kind of like do regional, so, well, some type of regional. We go to Colorado every now and then, and we go to Florida, Alabama, Mississippi sometimes. We usually stay southern, eastern states because we don't like snow. So it's semi-regional, but we haul freight for the military, so we go to military bases all the time. Yesterday we were in Laughlin Air Force Base, that's in Del Rio, Texas. We go to Topeka sometimes, which is just a drop yard for us where we go drop a loaded trailer. And what they'll do is they'll have a driver for APHIS. They have a yard there that their drivers will take it. They'll go to like Whiteman or Offutt, which is in Nebraska. So we do a lot of military freight. It's been you're welcome, ma'am. It's not. I don't know if you typed that, but it kind of like. I'm just gonna call you Davison. How about that? That's better. Oh, here comes the car hauler guy that chatted with me the other day. So, how did you like the Cross Canada? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So, just to recap for some of you guys, if you ever in Canada again, I'm in Thunder Bay. Oh, that's cool. I have honestly never been. Well, that was shitty. I have never been to Canada. I would like to go. We actually watch quite a few YouTubers in Canada, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, I dropped my chapstick under my seat. And so, yeah, I've always wanted to go. I think it would be a cool trip. Oh, holy crap. That has to suck. Been to California. Oh, wow. Well, glad to see you made it out of that. That sounds kind of crazy. I can't imagine. I know we got caught in the beginning of this year. We actually got caught in several snowstorms. Like literally I think it was in February in Alabama, Florida, they got 7.5 inches of snow. And I could tell you what, I can't imagine even just driving in snow because I was like, my truck was swaying just trying to go up an axis. They closed the whole interstate, and like there was a bunch of cars behind me, and I was the first one at where they kind of were detouring us, and like my tires, everything was spinning. My trailer was not tracking, and I was scared as all could be. I was afraid I was gonna crash. You know, when my husband and I first started driving truck, we actually went with Schneider in our very first, so we graduated in like October, and then we started with Schneider at that same month. So we had training. They gave us 4 weeks of training with a trainer. And then after that, they sent us on our own, which is like almost the end of November. And our very first trip was to Oregon. From Arkansas to Oregon, and it snowed the whole time. And then the GPS was took us through like mountains and shit. And I'm talking about like steep grades, icy roads. It was so scary, and that was our very first trip. We had never drove before that, like in those conditions, and so that's why we decided we don't like snow. That's funny. That's funny. All right, you guys, I need to drive home. I'm done with what I was going to do here. All of you guys that helped me out, I can't tell you enough how much I really, really appreciate you. We're trying to build a community, so please make sure you subscribe. If you guys have channels also, we will make sure we subscribe back. We want to support each other. You know, and honestly, if that's what all of us did, is we just showed, you know, it doesn't have to be anything special, but if we just, you know, showed little increments of what we enjoy doing, a hobby or gardening or whatever. I actually have a channel that I make food because I love to cook. So I have another channel that I post some cooking videos on. You know, that's what we have to do. We have to come together and support one another and grow. And, you know, one of these days, these companies are going to wonder where everybody's at, because, you know what we're doing? We're out here supporting each other and making money on YouTube, living our lives, enjoying our days, while these big companies are struggling to find people to come in and work for $10 an hour. So I appreciate all you guys. I can't thank you enough. And if you have a channel, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to subscribe to you, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all really, Davison, Kevin, y'all really, really helped me out today. I can't thank you enough, guys. Really, it's awesome. It's awesome to have y'all here on my side. All right. I got you. So if you subscribed with your actual name, your YouTube name, it'll show me, and it'll show me your channel that you have, so I can go in and subscribe to you. So anyways, you guys have a great day. And my saying is, from the cab to the cosmos, peace out, guys.